Welcome back, my fellow fiends, to the Triple S Variety channel. I'm your host Triple S, and in this video I'll be breaking down and reviewing the 5th episode of the first season of the Fallout TV show titled The Past. Obviously there will be spoilers for episode 5, but there might also be spoilers for future episodes. Now let's begin. Point number 1, Maximus really did a piss poor job of explaining what happened to Titus. Literally all Maximus had to say to Thaddeus was that a 2-ton irradiated bear killed Titus, so he took the armor to complete the mission. Although saying that Thaddeus actually believing Maximus is another thing entirely. Maybe that's why Maximus decided to kill him, because he realised it'd be pointless trying to explain, because Thaddeus wouldn't be convinced and might lie to the Elder Cleric when they got back to base in an attempt to get Maximus executed. Point number 2, I like how the show actually portrays radroaches as being pretty menacing in this scene, considering in the games they're mostly just a nuisance you can deal with easily. It's like when Butch's mum Ellen is being attacked by radroaches in Fallout 3. Having a bunch of giant cockroaches trying to eat you would be pretty terrifying in reality. Point number 3, we get our second Anchorage mention after hearing about it on the news in episode 1. This time though, Lucy mentions the Battle of Anchorage, a battle fought between America and China in Alaska over its oil pipelines and reserves. The T-45A, the T-45D and the T-51B power armors were all introduced and used during the Battle of Anchorage. While the T-45 series helped to create a stalemate between American and Chinese forces, it wasn't until units wearing winterized T-51B power armor were deployed that America gained the upper hand and eventually defeated the Chinese. The Fallout 3 DLC Operation Anchorage is based on the Battle of Anchorage, but it being a simulation divorced from reality due to the extreme alterations made by General Constantine Chase makes it an unreliable representation of the actual battle. And just as Lucy tells Maximus, after the Battle of Anchorage, the T-60 series of power armor was then introduced, having reverted back to the design of the T-45 series, and only a few months before the Great War, with units wearing T-60 power armor being used to try and maintain order even as the bombs began to fall. Point number 4, ironic isn't it that we hear an instrumental version of the Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, His Truth is Marching On chorus section from the Battle Hymn of the Republic, as Maximus and Lucy march off to go find Wilsig's head after Maximus has lied to Lucy about who he is, and the authority has to promise her the Brotherhood's help in rescuing her dad. His truth is marching on, more like his lies are marching on, am I right? Ooh. This extends as well into the next scene with it playing in Vault 33, as people vote on who should be the next overseer, and the character of Davy, a character seemingly plucked straight out of the movie The Invention of Lying, since he apparently always tells the truth.
I don't find you attractive. Oh.
Even admitting, unprompted to Reg, he's going to vote for Betty as they march towards the voting booths. Point number 5, the appearance of the character of Rink here must have been inspired by the Fallout 4 travelling merchant Cricket. They just look too similar for it to be a coincidence. Point number 6, I can only assume Rink was focusing on Lucy's Pip-Boy and smiling about it, because she's probably thinking if they can get it and use it to enter a vault, then that would be a lot of non-irradiated people for her and Javin to safely eat. Point number 7, I thought at first when Maximus said that Rink and Javin were fiends, he was referring to the raider gang the Fiends from Fallout New Vegas, who operate out of Vault 3 after tricking their way in and then slaughtering all of the Vault residents. Point number 8, I'm sure along with the catchy slogan and the naivety of the OG Vault 32 and 33 residents, those originally from Vault 31 seeded into the population of Vaults 32 and 33 would have also had an influence in always getting a Vault 31 resident elected overseer. Like, we don't know how Chet voted, but his Steph, originally from Vault 31, found out he wasn't planning to vote for Betty, then she would have influenced him to make sure he did vote for her. Point number 9, oh Shady Sands. The amount of confusion and controversy seeing this iconic location caused within the Fallout community was nuclear. Ooh. For now though, I'll just go into how where Shady Sands is located in the show does not at all match up with where it's located in Fallout 1 and 2. In Fallout 1, after leaving Vault 13 and heading east to Vault 15, you'll come across a location named Shady Sands, a small town built from scratch by people from Vault 15 using the Vault's GECK. They built this town east of the Sierra Nevada mountains in the Death Valley region. However, when you encounter Shady Sands, now called New California Republic, in Fallout 2, its location, along with Vaults 13 and 15, have been moved further west, closer to the Mariposa military base. If Shady Sands is meant to be in the same place in the show as it is in the games, then that would mean Maximus and Lucy have walked north for about 5 days past Griffith Observatory for no apparent reason. Obviously they didn't do that, which means the show, just like Fallout 2 did, but a lot more drastically this time, has repositioned Shady Sands, this time from the Death Valley area to Los Angeles. This, however, raises the question, has the show then combined Shady Sands with the Fallout 1 location of the Boneyard, the Boneyard being the name of a essentially the entire ruins of Los Angeles. This could explain why we see pre-war buildings surrounding the crater that used to be Shady Sands, even though the town isn't surrounded by pre-war buildings in either Fallout 1 or 2, with the lore stating that Shady Sands was built from scratch using Vault 15's GECK, which allowed them to create Sandcrete buildings. And it would also explain how Maximus and Lucy are able to encounter it along their journey towards retrieving Will Sig's head and making their way to Griffith Observatory. Point number 10, I honestly can't believe the show's really trying to tell us that Maximus survived Shady Sands exploding by hiding in a fridge. Point number 11, neat little thing I noticed is that you can actually already see the vault door structure of Vault 4 off in the distance here before we even find out that's where Maximus and Lucy end up at the end of the episode. Point number 12, I've seen a lot of confusion as to how Vault 32 was cleaned up, and I have some theories. First theory, these vaults could have a stockpile of Mr. Handys that only the Overseers know about, and which could have been activated to clean up Vault 32, and then deactivated and put back into storage, leaving the residents of Vault 33 none the wiser. Second theory, people from Vault 31 could have been woken up, sent to clean Vault 32, and then were frozen again. Third theory, Vault 33 people, originally from Vault 31, dealt with the bodies and blood in Vault 32 first before OG Vault 33 members did the rest of the cleanup. I lean more towards this theory, even if there is the slight wrinkle of Chet saying to Norm,
"What is happening here?"
like he doesn't know that people from Vault 33 have been cleaning up Vault 32. But then Norm says to Betty,
"Great job cleaning up."
Which doesn't get a "what do you mean" type reaction from her, which either means she's bought his and Chet's story that they were just planting potatoes, or she's just playing along with him. And could also mean that Chet did know about the cleanup, and him asking Norm what is happening here was more like, why is Betty having us go into Vault 32 at all, which then leads to the reveal that she's planning to send people from Vault 33 to go live in 32. To round all this off, my most disliked part of the episode goes to Maximus not putting more effort into explaining how Titus died to Thaddeus, though I doubt it would have mattered if he did, since Thaddeus probably wouldn't have believed him or just betrayed him later on anyway. And my most liked part of the episode goes to seeing again after 26 years the iconic location of Shady Sands, even if it has been moved from its original location and then also destroyed. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Triple S Variety channel. Why not leave a comment below pointing out anything I missed but you noticed? I would love to hear from you all. I've been Triple S, you've all been amazing, and I shall see you all in the next video.